We'll see.
Well, I have to backtrack through all your things.
Well, today, you don't need to know last times to do today's. So
Well, I
you
was
can
looking over
you can even do it.
Tell me to go back and modify. I thought that was from last time.
We are modifying previous programs,
Okay.
but you don't have to understand what we did last time to understand what we're doing today.
Okay. Where did you get that?
Huh? I was trying to at least remember something, so I was going over today's lecture before he
Yeah, definitely.
actually lectured. I don't think it's going to help me. I think I need to be able to.
You've got two of them.
Well, this was yesterday. I mean, last time.
So yeah, there's today's.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea to have the PDF up. And you
Yeah.
want to go at your own pace.
Okay, so how do I get that?
After you
How do I get the PDF?
How do you get the PDF up?
just
Do you know how to get?
Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go to the web.
It should show up.
It's easy. It's an easy way to do it.
Then nothing happens what it should be for me.
Surprisingly, yeah.
I've learned
When I
that.
hit it, it shows up.
What's the email?
Okay, so www.eeks.umich.edu.
Okay, that was kind of fast. www.eeks. .umich.edu. Okay, that's the regular.
And then slash twiddle LEP.
Somebody told me what that thing
Shift.
was supposed to be.
It's over there on the other side of the one.
Shift.
Got it.
Yeah, shift. Shift what? No,
Oh,
I got that.
Okay.
It just end in LEP.
So twiddle LEP and then
Uh-huh.
slash and then PROG.
This one without the video. That's how I figured out what it was. I didn't have enough time to actually figure out what I was doing, so.
It's okay.
Oh my God, I can't stop yawning. I'm reading this really scary book right now, and the only time I read it is before bed.
So you don't sleep well.
Yeah, so I'm like terrified.
Horrible dreams.
Yeah.
I was just
I
trying to
wake up
catch
and I'm
up
like,
on
oh my
my
God, I'm
sleep. I
tired.
couldn't stop yawning. I thought I was going to hyperventilate because I just kept yawning over and over
Oh,
again. I was
dear.
going, okay. That was when I was trying to stay up because I knew I had slept. Took my too long to nap early, and I'm going, stop it.
All right. Well, it's 12:10. I'm starting.
That's right.
So today we're gonna learn how to do repeating code in C. So there's something called a while statement we're gonna go through, and our cost of bananas example again, and then some demos and exercises, etc. as usual. Okay. So the last time we did user input, which in this case we were doing something called the scanf statement, which is very similar to the printf statement, except we use an AND character in front of each of the variables that we want to read in. And the other thing about it is that it's a little bit more picky about the control string that we use. And in particular, printf lets us get away with %f. If it doubles, you're really supposed to use a %ls. And the details aren't particularly important. So we use %lf. We use %lf when we want to read a double in using scanf. Instead of, like we do with printf, we can use %f to print out a double. And we don't tend to use the \n business when we do scanf, like we do with printf, because normally the user is inputting a return when they give us input for scanf. Okay, so the last time we showed how you could run a program many times manually from the command line. and use it with different inputs and stuff. Today, we'll make that code run many times all by itself, so we don't have to keep rerunning it. And this will have uses, trust me. Okay, so for example, to get the cost of bananas for many different cases, we can do the following. And we took our old program and we added this and this around what we normally did in the previous program. So what this does is, while something is true, do something. And the something that you do is enclosed in those curly braces, just like with the if statement. So it's very similar to the if statement, except instead of executing this code inside the curly braces just once, it executes it over and over and over and over again until the something is true is no longer true. And in C, something is true means it's not equal to 0, and something is false means it's equal to 0. I'll usually use a 1 for true instead of just something not 0. It's easier to keep track of. So, like all the bits inside the computer, 1 is on, 0 is off, so 1 is true, 0 is false. That's the way I do things. Now, in our examples today, we are always going to make the condition be 1. So, things will always be true today. Yes?
The beginning of this that you were showing,
Right.
you have to have the other part as well as this, or is this like separate when you
What other part?
like when we were doing the taxes thing, we had to go through and say greater than or equal to 50 or whatever. So would you put that part first and then put this part, or is this something separate?
That greater than or equal stuff can be inside here, just like an if.
But it has to be, you have to put that part in like we did before, and then we do the while part? Am I not asking myself?
No. In an if, you do if some condition is true, do something. In a while, it's while some condition is true, do something. It's exactly the same as an if, except it repeats over and over and over again. So, for now, I'm using a 1, just to make things simple. But in reality, you do stuff like we did with our ifs. You have some complicated expression in there.
Except you would have while instead of if?
And you'd have while instead of if. That's the only difference. The only difference between a while and an if, syntactically, is this keyword here is different. That's all that's different between these two. And so while will keep doing something over and over again, if will only do it once. So all that stuff that goes in there that we learned with the if, you can put that in there too. But we're not going to do that today. We're just going to get it to work and get it to repeat stuff. And then next time, I'm not sure. Next time, yeah, maybe next time we'll add stuff up here to make it a little more interesting. But it's a little more complicated, so we're not going to do that today. Good enough?
I think.
Okay, so here's one of the programs that we continue to harp on. What is the cost of bananas? And so in this case, this is the same, this is the same, all this is the same as last time. The only thing that's different is the enclosing curly braces and this while here. So all that we're doing is we're adding these two lines, and everything in between is going to get repeated over and over and over again. And when we do that, which you don't have to type in yet, we'll get to typing in soon. So you run it once, and it runs over and over and over and over again without you running it again. And you have to type Control-C to actually stop the thing from running, because in this case, there's no other way to stop it. That's okay. So this shows the basic idea of why you would want to do such a thing. One other detail that I changed just a little bit from previous one was I added these two characters, this decimal point and this 2 right here in front of the S. And so this was a homework problem from many days ago, which I'm sure nobody did. And basic idea here is that this decimal point and this 2 makes it so that these numbers come out looking like dollars and cents instead of a million zeros after here, like we did before. So all this is doing is it's saying print 2 digits after the decimal point.
I read that part.
And-
That's the only thing I remember.
And yeah, so there it is. So you do the point 2 to tell it only 2 decimal points, only 2 digits after the decimal point instead of just the usual percentage. So okay, that's the quick overview. Any questions about using a while? Okay, so today, day 6, so go ahead and make a directory called day 6, cd to it, and then Emacs a file called c2f.c. Don't forget that and.
I think I did it when I did that.
Very easy to forget the and.
Yeah.
And here's the program, nice and simple.
What's that?
What's what? See the f.c thing?
Yeah, at the top.
I'm
Is
just
it-
labeling it,
Oh.
that's the file name, that's all.
Why is there a 1 for the Y?
Why is there a 1 right here?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
So all we're doing is we're saying
Oh, yeah.
Do
Never
it
mind. That's the
always,
Okay.
right? Always true. So while that is a 1, while that's true, do this.
Okay.
So it's just going to do it over and over and over again until we hit Control C.
Gotcha.
Not studios. Trying to remember all my mistakes.
So one thing that I've noticed that some people are doing is they are typing this in as fast as they can, and they aren't actually reading it. So don't do that. Actually read what you're doing and make sure that it makes sense to you as you type it in.
Okay, you told me this before because I remember you asked me. The double, the word double.
Yeah.
What's that actually?
The word double says that the variables after it can hold a real number.
Okay, so it doesn't actually mean double anything. It's just referring to real numbers.
Why it's double as opposed to, say, real is left over from the old days of computing. When they first came up with C, there was not a double. There was something called floats, which was their term for a floating point real number, and it was 4-byte real number. Double is an 8-byte real number, and it's newer, and they wanted it to be different than float, so they came up with double.
If you didn't put the double there, would it?
If you put double there, it would yell and scream at you.
Okay.
You
So
have
it
to,
wouldn't just give you like a contiguous or a fraction or anything?
you have to declare every variable that you use. If you don't put double, you got to put something. You can put int.
You gotta.
You can put char, but you got to put something.
Is that 2 spaces after the Celsius? Or what is that?
It doesn't really matter.
I don't want to.
Just at least a space. Doesn't really matter. Even no space would be fine. It's purely cosmetic in this case. Just to make it easier to read and use. But yeah, you have to declare every variable before you can use it. So it's either an int or a double or a character.
It's not gonna work, but I can try. I just want to use.
Yeah,
Is
I
it-
understand. Now you'll notice
There's
with
a
the
space.
scanf there's an and. Make sure that and is there.
I'm trying to be detailed.
Yes.
Is that
So
a
the
space
percent-
after that?
percent LS, it doesn't really matter if there's a space after that or not. There can be a space, there doesn't have to be a space.
Because it's
It's
been
just-
picky with me.
Yeah, and space there doesn't matter. And you know, if you're otherwise bored, I highly recommend putting in spaces and seeing which ones it yells at you
No,
and which ones it's fine
it's
with.
yelled at me enough. I get the point.
It does yell, I'll admit. But it's there to help.
I can't remember my keyboard for some reason.
So how we doing? Have we succeeded? Anybody? Yeah?
Well, I'm on the
What's that?
bananas. So I think I'm
You're still doing
wrong.
bananas.
Well, I'm trying to redo the program from last time. and
That's
just the
okay. Go
wild
ahead.
one.
Do bananas, sure.
I thought that was do the wild one.
You can do that one too. It doesn't matter. Either way, you'll get used to doing a while loop that surrounds a whole bunch of stuff. And you'll get used to Control C. Control C is your friend.
When you said it just keeps printing, I thought it would just keep going.
Well, the scanf waits for you to enter something. So it'll print this, and then it'll sit there and wait until something happens to make this scanf actually execute.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it's just sitting there,
Yeah, because I'm like, it needs you to keep entering something.
waiting, it's waiting. And then when you enter something, then it does everything else, and goes back up to here, and then it sits here and waits again. So
Okay.
it's running even though it's waiting. It's still
Does this-
running. You still don't have any kind of prompt from your command line GUI saying that the program finished,
Okay.
unless you do a Control C.
Gotcha.
That was right. We should see.
I was
I'm sure I
expecting
did
it to just
something
keep
wrong.
spitting out numbers and be like, Control C, and have to like.
Yeah, well,
physically
there
make it
there are
stop.
some programs that do that too.
Okay, I was like prepared, like hey,
Usually accidentally, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is where I'm supposed
I have a lot of programs where I print stuff to help me figure out what's going on, what I call debug. And if I do it inside of a loop, sometimes it just goes right off the screen. So I'm ready and waiting to hit that Control C.
Have to type compile.
No,
No,
you don't have
just
to
the
type
GCC.
compile. This is my
Oh, okay.
explanation as to what this
Okay.
does.
All right, you're giving me too much.
Yeah.
I'll catch up though, because I got to go back over all the
So
the
is
lectures.
everybody done typing that in? Should I go to the next page?
No, I'm doing the GCC.
You're doing the GCC.
Dash.
All right.
Oh,
GCC-O for output.
get underscore.
Wait, that's what that's for?
You're doing get velocity. You're on the next one. This is
Oh.
C to F at the moment.
Did I do the wrong one?
Did you do C to F? What's this called? C to F. Yeah. So you're on the wrong page.
Oh, I'm. The.
That's
The.
okay.
Okay.
You can
I'm
just look
looking
at
at
this
my
one if you
printout.
want. This
Okay.
is what you need to do. So minus output to C to F, input C to F dot C.
GCC. I shouldn't have copied these. Giving myself.
Well, I think having them double-sided is confusing sometimes.
Oh, it's not double-sided. I just didn't do all of the slides. I was trying to get the ones I thought I was waiting on Tony
Optimizing.
to.
Yes.
I was waiting on Tony to reply to an email, so I thought I'd look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to save it.
Okay, so yours is working.
Mhm.
Yours is almost there. And Carla's almost there.
I forgot to save the thing. So it told me there was nothing
And
there.
remember, you can zoom ahead.
Yeah.
It's gonna tell me. Okay. Oh, I gotta do that little backslash thing. Which
A
is
forward slash.
forward slash.
No, that's a backward slash.
Okay.
There's a forward slash.
I had that one the first time, then you corrected me.
Yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. Go ahead, hit return. All right.
At the enter temperature.
Enter a temperature. Yeah, this
In-
is new. You missed this last time.
Oh,
It actually gets input from you. So go ahead, type in a number.
go to 0 to see if I get the same answer. I guess I have to hit enter 2. Okay.
32. Yes, that's right. Try something else.
Now I'll give 'em my own number. You got
Yeah.
32 again?
Yeah, that doesn't look too good. I'd say
Let me
there's an error.
Yes, I got an error somewhere. 'cause it
So
keeps
let's go
giving-
figure it out. Here, before you minimize, Control C. Good. Okay. Let's go see your program. So you're reading in C, multiplying it by 9 over 5, adding 32. Gee, that looks okay. Why isn't that working?
No. Gotta read very carefully. Double the CF. Wow, 1. Does it have anything to do with these brackets?
I don't see anything obvious. Why is that not working?
That's what I want my output to be. Is this something wrong in here?
9 divided by 5 times C plus 32. F.
Is this a 1 or a L? Is this supposed to be a 1 or a L?
Wait, where? The percent LF?
Mhm.
That's an L.
Maybe that. That type of L or that type of...
Yeah, it looks like a 1. Yep.
No.
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
1. Alright, so get rid of that 1. Alright, you just got rid of the L.
It highlighted both of them, so I thought I could just delete both of
L.
them.
Okay.
Let's save it again.
Yes, indeed. What did it do? Percent 1F. I don't know what that would do. But it didn't do anything right.
Well,
Didn't do
it
anything
It would
right.
give you the same answer over and over again. No deep thought.
Clearly did not read your number correctly, whatever it did. Yes, percent LF, not percent 1F. Always something. Well, it's
Okay,
good.
what
It's
was
good that I'm
that supposed
teaching
to
this.
do?
I never would have thought of that one.
Okay. Oh. Stop.
Yeah, 'cause the L's and 1s do look very
They look
similar.
darn similar, yes. And of course, there's zeros and O's.
I won't
Keep
do
that one,
0
too.
again. I'll do, what number did I do? I did 17.
That's
Yeah,
17.
it changed.
All right, good.
So what I did,
All right.
Control C will stop it.
Control C, yep. All right. Okay, so here's another one if you have some time. This is similar to one we already did. And again, it's just calculating the speed given the distance and time. And it's doing it over and over again.
Do I do this? No, I'm already logged in. So, like I'm gonna go to a different one. This is different. Can I just go, do I just start a new one?
Well, I would kill that one because you're done. And then start up another
In
one.
all actuality, could I just do file and do a new one? And
You
pop up
can.
a new thing? Okay.
You can.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
But let
you
me do
can.
it the old way since I
can.
haven't been studious and...
It's Emacs is not quite a fancy GUI, but it's close enough so that some of these menu
Yeah.
things work
So these are things
more
I
or less
haven't
the
been
way
able
you'd
to
expect.
concentrate on, so
Yeah,
I need to do
yeah.
them all of these. So I need to go back and do this?
You already did this, right?
Mhm.
You already did this. What you have to do now is you've already made the directory, so that's there. You've already CD'd into it, so
Mhm.
you're there. All that's left is you need to Emacs a new file,
Oh.
in this case named get_velocity.c.
Which is here?
So right here, and you can type in PWD to find out where you are, and you're in day 6.
Mhm.
So just type in Emacs space get velocity
So I'm doing
dot
this,
C.
but calling it that?
Right,
Okay.
and don't forget the and.
The and.
the and.
Oh, at the end
That
over here,
end,
okay.
The and at the end.
I've discovered something.
You've
You can't
discovered
use
something.
this side of the
Yeah, it
keyboard.
sucks. I don't,
I
yeah.
learned that the first day.
Yeah, 'cause
That's why I come here and put my
Yeah.
board over here
Yeah,
like this to
exactly.
keep it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work because I just knock it out of the
I
way.
don't know why. I imagine there's some way of making it work, but, because with computers you can do anything.
Yeah.
But I haven't figured out what it is.
Do I need those colons after this?
You do not need the colon.
Oh.
I've also discovered airplanes travel very fast. By this. I put in the distance it takes to get to New Zealand. And hours.
Yeah, 600 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Fast.
pretty
Fast.
typical.
Transportation.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute, I can't even get to this banana thing.
You can't get the bananas thing. Can
And
it does it compile?
do everything. No, it just tells me I'm doing something wrong.
Okay.
Yelled. We don't
Okay,
like
here's my inch. Let's take a look.
I did mine too.
Expected identifier before while. You don't have main.
Okay, and I had that in there,
No,
and
go
it
ahead.
still gave me something.
Stick main in there. Int space main, empty paren, and then begin curly braces. Okay. Save. Try to compile. It's by hits. Try to compile. And remember, you can use that up arrow. Effective declaration or statement at end of input. So, what does that mean? Where's line 16? Click on something and we'll show you what line you're on down here.
Oh.
16. So, what the heck?
Oh, I need one more of these.
Aha! And notice, I don't know if you noticed, it went and it went right up to here when you typed it in. Watch. It shows you
Oh, 'cause it's still in the
which one
very
is
beginning.
closing. It shows you. That's its easy way of showing you. Now try, remember, you don't have to type it all in.
Oh.
Up arrow. Up arrow, hit return. Woohoo! Compile by running. How many? 12 bucks. How many? It'll just keep asking you.
That's really cool.
$6.76.
And that was because we did this while.
That's right.
Always while,
Yeah,
while.
it just
Okay.
keeps asking.
Okay.
And to
That's
kill it, you gotta do
LS.
Control C. All
See, I
right.
guess I learned
Yeah.
like I make every day.
All right. So you go ahead and try this one. We got velocity one if you want.
How do I
So
pull up the tax rate? I did
So the tax rate. Do you have your old tax rate thing laying around?
probably.
I was wondering,
don't know
could you
how to
just
pull
go
that
get it?
up.
You can go get it. So how do you go get it?
You
So-
gotta go to the other days,
so-
don't you?
It's in one of your other directories, right?
Yeah.
So how do you list the contents of a directory? Anybody remember?
The LS.
ls. So if you do ls, hit return, you get this directory. So if you do ls space ... and hit return, you get
All of my
the directory above where you are currently. So now, if you do ls space ... day, that's backslash, / day 5.
There's no
05
easier way to do
probably.
that?
No, day 5, I can't remember how you may, whatever. So there it is. There's what's in day 5.
Okay.
So, if you want to copy a file from there,
Yeah.
you do cp for copy, and a space, and the name of the file. So
Oh.
/
Forward
day 5
Oh.
/ and then the name of the file. .c.
Okay.
You want the .c.
Okay.
And then space, and then to say that you want to copy from there to here, here is dot, and hit return. Remember, computer programmers hate to type, so all this All this abbreviation stuff is because of that. So dot dot means, one up, dot means here. They don't want to type any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So they came up with dot and dot dot. Because it's easy to type. That's the only reason. So, okay, now you have taxrate.c in your current directory, and to make sure, type in ls and hit return. There it is.
Okay.
So now you can edit that file and turn it into what you need for today.
How do I pull it up?
So, just like any other file, Emacs space file name and.
Oh. Oh, .c.
.c.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
And why it's giving you that stupid thing on the bottom, I don't know.
Yeah, how
Here,
sure is
let's
that?
get rid of it.
Aggravating.
Never show it again.
Oh. Cool.
There.
Look, now we'll never show it again.
Because we don't need it.
I gotta call this that whole thing, get velocity.
Get underscore velocities, your output, and then get velocity.
Have to do it twice.
Dot C is your input.
I guess that was my question.
Yeah,
To
you're in the
type
wrong
whole-
spot. You're down here.
Shoot. I thought I was still up here. Why did it jump down there? Get
Things happen.
underscore
Go ahead and use it.
velocity dot C.
No,
No, velocity, get
the
velocity.
output is get velocity, the input is get
Get
velocity
velocity.
dot C.
No two there? No. Nope, that was that.
Okay, well that looks interesting.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh, I got
it's
an error. I got an error.
Now, pretty much you want to do what we've been doing all day, which is leaving this whole thing alone and just adding that and that on the outside of it. That's all you want to do.
Oh, yep. Okay.
So you want to
Is this
repeat
wrong?
what's inside. So
I think
put all those wilds back together.
Scan F.
Okay.
Sure.
Like the normal interface that I used to have.
Well, this is Linux. If you don't like Linux,
Did
you can reboot.
Did you just install Linux on it?
No, you just reboot because if
Okay.
you cycle power, it gives you a choice at boot time of Linux or Windows.
Yeah. That means I'll need to restart, right?
Yeah. Just restart.
Yeah, you have it on your PC.
It'll,
I know, but...
By default, it boots to Windows.
It's easier just to
which
look up. I
consider
got
the
very
wrong
bad
default,
vision.
But
Oh,
tweak your
gotcha.
own.
Yeah.
So it's bigger. But I'll go over here and see what it is. Put them right next to each other.
Okay, so what you want to do, you look at line 11.
Oh.
Go find line 11.
Is it actually the lines
Here,
1, 2,
if you grab this
What?
and pull it up a little bit because we want to see the bottom here. So click somewhere, and you're on line 9. So go down 2 more. Now you're on line 11.
Okay.
So something to do with line 11.
underscore MPH equals distance underscore miles. Oh, it's got to be this thing right here.
You've got an extra
I got an
I.
I, yeah.
Yeah. I'd get rid of that I and see what happens.
Over here.
Okay, how we doing?
I finally got something to do.
All right, distance in miles.
Yep, so it'll just keep on asking me because I have wire.
Yep, it'll just keep asking over and over again. So that's the one easy way of making things a little easier to use. So yours is working?
Yes.
Looks good. Okay, so there is another one
It did
if
nothing.
you want.
It changed
All
it.
right.
Fahrenheit to Celsius.
Did you save it?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Yeah, it looks like you did.
Yeah, because it won't let me save it again.
So let's see it again. Nighttime hours undeclared, line 11. So,
But then I did it again and there's nothing.
there's nothing. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's not
So go ahead
good,
and run
isn't
it.
supposed, oh, I forgot
Nothing
one more.
is good.
One more step.
Nothing
Okay.
is good.
Yeah, but you don't do the last step
When you
then.
compile, no output is exactly what you're asking.
Do I have to ask it to run it?
Because it only yells at you. It never says, "You did wonderful." It just says if you suck or not.
I forgot the last step.
Rude.
Tell it to run it. I thought computers were smart. They're supposed to know to run it. You shouldn't have to tell it to run it.
You gotta always tell it everything. Computers are really dumb.
What was I supposed to say?
Any old, just do any old thing here.
I was just trying to
You
figure out
can do
if
mine
I
if you
should.
want.
I was just trying to figure. Oh.
150 miles in how many hours? Whatever you want.
50 hours. Okay.
3 miles an hour.
Let's see if it
Holy
make
crap.
sure that
Dog slow. That's about what I walk.
I think you probably walk faster, Lily. You've got the walking to work thing down.
I do, but yeah. If I were doing 150 miles, I don't know.
My neighbor lives in a complex too. And I was telling you, if I was really into this stuff, when the weather got bad, I said the only time I really thought about working to work was the summer when the gas almost got up to $5.
Yeah, there you go.
I was almost getting motivated. That's
Yeah,
for me.
I understand. I understand.
I said,
So
I
how are
probably
you doing?
Good,
Are
I
you-
got that done, so I'm just reading.
You're choosing your next program.
Yeah.
Okay, which one should I
I guess
try?
it's good at using something.
Yeah, maybe that tax rate thing, that might work.
Fahrenheit, similar to the other one we just did. See, there's the one we just did with the formulas in it.
By the way, if you grab this corner and do
Yeah,
this,
it'll get bigger.
it'll be a little easier to read.
Yeah, I was counting on your screen up there. Okay, I want to do something like this. Why aren't you moving? Where's my logo? Whoop, don't want to do that. Where's my thing?
Which one is it?
The thing where's my light, where I put my little H stuff? Where'd it go? I tell it to run and all that.
This one you mean?
Is that the one? Yeah. Do I call this anything in particular? Was that in your notes?
For the first program here, the tax rate thing?
No, I was going to skip that one.
So which one you doing?
'Cause this one looks easier
You
with
doing
the
number
formulas in it. Yeah. This one looks easier. It seems like it has less to type.
X.
Well,
It has more.
I would call this one F to C, dot C, since it's converting from Fahrenheit into Celsius. But you call it whatever you want,
Let me look
because
first.
F to C is us non-typing people,
Yeah.
right? We
Oh,
like
did
to
I
make
do this
things
already?
really, really short because we think it's typing.
No, we did the Fahrenheit already.
No,
We did
Fahrenheit.
Celsius, Fahrenheit, or Fahrenheit to Celsius. I can't remember which one.
Oh, so now we're
This is
doing
the other one.
we're doing it in reverse this time.
I
Okay.
want to do the feeding system
And what did he call this one?
F to C. The other one was C to F. And because
Is
we're
that
going
what he
the other
just
way.
called? Oh, he said S. Oh, two.
F2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going, I don't remember typing that. Okay. I had a long weekend.
No,
Like,
that's
really,
understandable.
You need to do
Like,
what?
there's no F to
Now,
C.
the issue is that it's like in the system including system administrators.
Right. And, yeah, generally speaking, you can't do that. It has to be your computer if you're going to do that. Yeah. I mean, Kane pretty much doesn't want you installing stuff.
And because, but the whole time I was able to use it when I was doing
I try to avoid knowing anything about Windows. That way I don't actually have to help anybody with it. Linux, I can help you with. Windows,
Can I do the same things on Linux?
got too many of these things up here.
Generally speaking, yes, but if you've never used it, you won't know how. And again, since it's a cane machine,
Yeah.
you probably won't be able to install anything.
Pound.
Alright.
I'm over here. Should be over here. How does this thing jump? Or is
Yeah,
it,
you
or
gotta
is
get
it
used
me?
to that. Yeah, it's a little bit of both. And remember, no capital I there. That won't work. It's very, very picky. It doesn't know what capital I included is, but it does know what lowercase I included is. So how we doing? You bored? All done? There's homework.
Oh, is it?
There's always homework. I think you're getting good enough that this is getting boring for you, right?
It's not boring, it's just I'm finishing.
It's quick. Okay, so
What I tried to do
getting
run
there.
it.
Now, does
Then I
it
forgot that my,
compile?
yeah, I don't know yet.
Try compile. You're typing it again. You're so used to typing.
I'm taking it again.
As opposed to
that's right.
the arrow, right? There you go.
Okay.
Anything you can do to save time. No such file or directory. That doesn't look good.
Do I have to do, do I have to tell it, make sure?
Let's see. Where are you?
Mine said that when I didn't save it.
You're in VIR 7.
I probably have to tell it.
What's that?
Because I did this the other day. Not today. So probably when I was like today.
Yeah, you're definitely not where you want to be. That's in J5. And you're not in J5. So you want
I
to go
spell
to
Fahrenheit.
J5.
That's there.
You gotta go up.
Oh, I put a capital in
And
here.
then you go back down
You
again.
didn't say anything before.
No, that's fine.
No, I mean last time I put a capital. So I
You
guess
know
in
where
the
you are?
sentence part it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
And there's tax 5.
Just so I get in the habit of writing in lowercase.
And we'll get all kinds of errors. At least you're operational again. So go ahead and figure that one out. Generally, percents inside of printf string mean
No.
to print something. %f. So you probably don't want to have a percent just all by itself. You probably want to put a backslash in front of every percent that isn't outputting a number. So you just want to print out a percent.
Okay.
I think it's percent.
Come on, you
percent.
stupid thing.
Yeah,
I'll just
percent,
do it without
percent.
the percent.
Sure, that works.
Or if I wanted to
That-
say the
that's what
percent,
you
I would
put.
put 2%?
I think it's 2%. I can't remember. It's one of those things. You just kind of try it and see what happens. There's a lot of things. I mean, one of the things that you guys probably think is that I know all this in my head and it's all memorized. And there's absolutely no way I could memorize even a tenth of this.
Yeah.
Okay? I have to
Well,
look
it's
up
like half
everything,
stuff.
just
Okay,
like you
good.
do. So I just happen to know where to look.
My formula is good in my
And I have a vague memory of something, that tells me I'd better look this up.
At least you know.
I know when
But
to
you
look
gotta
stuff
go, you
up,
know when
yeah.
to-
And that's a good thing, definitely. But I still have to look it up. And I still make all kinds of typos, just like you guys do.
What's the, is this just the formula that you have to put the dot after like the 5 and the 9 to say
Well,
what it's a whole number? Or?
Do you remember when we were doing integers and doubles?
I don't remember.
When we divide two integers, it does integer division instead of real number division.
Oh,
And that isn't what we want. We want that fractional part saved. So we always force it to do real number division by putting those two
Yeah.
decimal points in there. Without that, you get garbage, basically. 5 divided by 9, without the two decimal points, is 0. That's pretty much useless. You want something like 0.4, something.
my little tab thing stopped moving. I don't know what I did.
Tab's not working?
No, it was working a minute ago.
Ugh.
I hope it doesn't.
You can save it and start over.
No, I'm just hoping that, I just spaced it over there. So I'm hoping that it
Yeah.
doesn't.
Sometimes restarting Emacs can help. Or,
No, because then I have to retype the whole thing.
Here's what it is.
What is it?
You've got a single quote right there, and it needs to be a double quote.
Okay.
So,
So this must be wrong too, this other one.
yeah, no single quotes ever in C, unless you're doing single characters, which can be important.
And that'll make my tab work?
And that'll make your tab work,
Okay.
because the tab knows C. And so, since what you entered was screwed up C, the tab didn't know what to do. And in this case, you need some double quotes as well. So that's one good thing to notice. If your tab key isn't doing what you think it should be doing, then you probably screwed up something.
Okay, it highlighted
Your
my
syntax
one.
is garbage somewhere, somehow.
Okay.
And that'll help you figure it out. And then the colorizing. Look at the colorizing if it kind of looks weird. See where it starts looking weird, and you probably screwed something up there. Because that's why you're using Emacs. The colorizing and the tab help you do correct code even before you give it to the compiler. So how are we doing?
I did that.
Success, huh?
Yeah. After
Alright.
I forgot some quotes and I
Yeah.
forgot some squiggly things.
So go ahead.
Right.
Make it do, well, what time is it? 12:54. You got 5 minutes.
So I can say
Yeah,
salary
you
equals, all I gotta do
you can do
is put a
the
new
scan
salary.
F. Instead of the salary equals, do a scan F.
Type it right here,
Just
insert a row.
just delete salary.
Okay.
Just delete that line, and instead of it, do a scan F for salary. And before the scan F, you can even do a print F, telling you what they're entering. But even then, you don't have to necessarily.
Yeah,
So how we doing?
F2C.
Getting there? That looks
And then
promising.
I got a F2C and. I was trying to remember it, but I was looking.
The and is when you do email.
Dot C. Dot F2C
Yeah,
dot C.
F2C dot C for compiling, yes. Yep.
And then I gotta run it, which is dot //
Yeah,
F2C.
yeah.
I need a and. Is that it?
No, don't need an and.
I'm done?
Yeah, just hit return.
Yeah.
And it runs it.
I guess I should stick a
Okay.
number in just to see.
Go ahead, stick a number in. Whoa.
Oh,
It
did
went
a
bananas.
whole bunch of,
It went
gave me
bananas
more than
on
one
you.
answer, so. It gave me the answer 1,500 times.
Do a control C.
Okay. It shouldn't do that though, should it?
No, it shouldn't. But it's
Is
it
it
got-
gonna
it
tell
got
me what my
confused
answer
by
is?
something. We'll have to figure that one out. How are we doing?
So,
And,
CNF, quote percent,
Percent LF.
LF, okay. I had that, but I didn't know if it was, like, there's another, one was a percent LF, one was a percent D. And that's what
Exactly.
I'm not,
The S is for doubles, and the D is for integers. Remember that?
okay, yeah, okay. It's all
Oh.
Okay.
So,
I told it
Oh.
5 instead of LF. I have a 5 instead
Oh,
of my
I
LF.
see.
I don't know what 5 did, but it gave me the answer 1,500 times, so.
Go ahead, end your string with another double quote, then a comma,
Oh.
then an
I have
and,
my percentage in there.
and then the word salary. And then end it.
that's all I need for my.
You still need to end it. Now, semicolon.
Oh,
Okay,
so I can just save this?
save that. Or run it, compile it and run it.
Oh,
Got to compile first. No, you
see, I knew my short.
you just keep it in this. Yeah, there it is. And then where's the run? Where's the run? Run.
It did.
Alright, you can.
Geese.
Well, I'm
See?
Go ahead,
I'm trying to
turn.
get this part down
Now.
in my memory.
We didn't tell it to ask
Dash.
anything, so you
Oh.
just need to know to type in a salary. Go ahead, type in a salary.
Get, no. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
those don't
oh
work.
my
F
gosh.
two,
Okay,
C, F two, C, dot
Huh.
Okay, so I can tell it to print,
You
to
can.
ask me something.
Dot,
Ask you something.
back,
Go ahead.
So
type
it'd
in
be right
another one.
after,
two, C.
All right, now it's
So-
bouncing.
if I wanted it to ask me to say like here.
I had
after
a 5
print,
over here.
Before scan that.
And it ran it.
Before
It gave me the
Before
same
scan
answer
it.
every time.
You wanna-
It
you wanna
just
tell
gave
them
it
to
me.
print the number.
I guess I told her,
Tell
give
them
me
to
that
enter
answer
number,
20
and
times.
then you
I'm
wanna
not, I'm
scan
not
for
gonna
that number.
recognize it.
Okay, so I'll do a print out here.
Yeah, exactly. Do a printf right there. Okay, so,
Yep,
I think,
I had a 5 right there.
wow. Well, that probably didn't do it, but who knows?
No, I took the 5 out and it ran it right. So 5 makes it, if you do 5 LF or any number in front of LF, it does something.
Yeah, it was not
It was
happy.
checking itself.
It was not happy.
I do it 20 times.
It's
we'll
amazing
get
the
it
crazy things that happen when you screw up.
right. Okay.
Okay, good enough.